just keep it a buck. If they're fine enough, if they're funny enough, or if their financial status is what you want, fine, funny, fucking money.
Jeez.
Funny, fine, fucking money. She didn't
You can stop.
that F word.
Oh man, hold on.
So, yeah.
Oh man, my sounds don't work.
Oh well, next time.
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yep.
All right.
Warning, enemy nuke has been launched. Repeat, enemy nuke has been launched.
Jeez.
So, what is she telling us? She's telling us that she's down with the get down. She's for sale. If you got the bread,
Yeah.
and if she can take advantage of you somehow to accelerate her career, you good. You in there.
Mhm.
Here's my thing though. This is some corporate stuff. Corporate level stuff is cutthroat. And I remember Kevin Samuels talked about this a long time ago, and I looked into this a little bit. He talked about how a lot of executives at a lot of corporations actually have it in their budget to deal with women like this. Like
Yes.
they have budgeted items where they can give them a little bit of bread, clap some cheeks, be quiet, and go on about their business. And they all, not all of them, but it's a well known practice, right?
Yeah.
So what Joy is doing a cultural thing. She didn't start it. I'm not, but she's not a victim either. And I'm not knocking her for what she's doing, but what I am knocking her, what she's doing is not the problem. The fact that she's taking advantage of being a woman and being black to
Mhm.
make herself a victim is what I specifically have a problem with.
Yeah, and this is apparently, I mean, there's a couple levels to that too, because she's playing the race card, she's playing the gender card, and up until this lawsuit, I mean, had Joy came out and said this Charlie Dixon had came out there and said like he was assaulting her, they would have believed her. They would have believed her, and the person that filed the lawsuit, which is also real interesting too. So the woman, the hairstylist that filed the lawsuit, she filed the lawsuit after Skip left first or Undisputed back in August late last year. So that's when she filed it. So I have questions on even with the hairstylist. So if it was Undisputed was still going on, would you still be working? Because apparently they scaled back her hours. They said they didn't need more. They didn't need another hairstylist. And because of that, she's filing, her own complaint or lawsuit where she's alleging to ableist, or she's accusing all of the Fox properties or TV shows because of being ableist, and then also some type of racism, which I think she's Persian or something in the Middle East. I don't know what she is, but she's playing all these cards. I don't know who can play all these cards, because you have one woman who's filed a lawsuit because after she lost her job, and she had been working with Skip for what, 10 years or something, or I don't know. She worked with him at least 5 years. She lost her job, and then that's when she files a lawsuit. She's saying Skip was XYZ towards her, and she files a lawsuit. That's already suspicious. And then we have Joy Taylor, who is alleged to said she's going to start using these the Me Too allegations, because most people and most simps are going to believe all women. Like, people want to get mad at Jason Whitlock for saying XYZ about her cans, but they're letting her off the hook, because every man should be worried about, will this woman file a Me Too allegation? It doesn't matter if you did something or you didn't do anything. Most men are not doing anything anyways, as you can see with Colin Cowherd, because it was said that he was a model gentleman or whatever. I don't even believe that. That makes me want to look more into it. If Colin Cowherd really was a professional at 100% all the time, maybe he was. I don't know. But it was weird that they mentioned that he was a professional towards her. He was always nice. So, if you go with that, then there are men that can definitely, not have to worry about anything. And then you got the Shannon Sharps, and you got, like, again, Manuel Achos. Like, there's a couple clips floating around where Shannon Sharp is like, come on, like, dude, are you trying to hit or have you hit? Because when you look back at some of those clips and like their relationship, you can see that there might be something a little bit more. So again, the men that are out here trying to pick up all these women, they're actually one of the dangerous men, not Joy Taylor, because Joy Taylor, yeah, she should always be on guard, but she should also be aware of all the men giving her the platform to weaponize whatever she needs to against you, because it should be a crime, but apparently she's not going to go to jail. She's obviously not going to lose her job. If this was a man, he would have been suspended at the very least until they can complete their investigation, or he would have been taken off the air. Like, oh, they're going to take a leave of absence. So the Simps are a problem. The Charlie Dixon dude, pause. He is married. He has a whole family. Emmanuel Acho is not married, but he's out here simping. Again, we have a bunch of men simping for this one woman. I get Joy Taylor is good looking, but she ain't like, mess up your bag good looking or mess up your family good looking.
I have a question for the audience, and I want y'all to put y'all answers in the comments. Answer this honestly too. If somebody offered you 1.5 mil to clap your girl's cheeks, would you take that money? Because now I want to see I want to see how your morality holds up. I really want y'all to answer that question. But and another thing, Skip Bayless is married. So he's gonna have to deal with that. Look, whether the lawsuit is true or not, he's going to get it from his wife. He's not going to hear the end of this, so he's going to have to deal with that at home. And she might want to exit, And you know what happens when they exit? They taking something with them. It ain't going to just go be no clean break. I don't understand why people mess the bag up for this. When I see a bunch of men in power who are on TV and are assumed to have money, why not just go to someplace else to get your box? Because doing it at work, you're going to hurt your career. You're going to forfeit your contract. And I don't understand why men don't think like this. And I don't understand.
It's the same reason why men will not go after or advocate for changing the marriage laws or family court laws. It's the same reason, because men just think it's never going to happen to them. Men just want to get it for free. Men just think that, hey, I can clap this, and remember or not remember, because we haven't disclosed it yet though either, but what's alleged by Joy, she was married at the time.
Yeah.
So, and she was in relationships after that as well too. So
married just a year.
Yeah, just a year. Yeah, exactly. So there's a lot of things that Joy, she was married, and then you got this executive. At the end of the day, fellas, look, if some guy is going to want your girl, they're probably going to do everything they can, though. But men, you won't protect yourselves. You will continue thinking like this is no big deal. You're going to keep thinking that, oh, well, not my girl, or, too bad for him. So sad, it is what it is. Like, men just won't do anything. Men just got to keep finding out the hard way. And that's why these stories are going to keep coming out. I hope there are more stories that keep coming out, though, because you don't learn your lesson and you're going to keep getting yourselves in trouble because you want to chastise Jason Whitlock because he doesn't want to be around a woman who is obviously selling her body. I mean, what do you call them? The H-1B visas? Now we're going to call it 3 or 4 visas because that's why she's in the role that she's in.
Oh, man. Yeah. You know how we talked about pretty privilege a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah.
And how it doesn't happen with men? This is a perfect example of that. The only reason she got where allegedly, she can do stuff like this. But what I do know about really attractive women is they never get corrected or checked either.
Oh, no.
So they can run around and reckless like this because a lot of people won't do that.
Yeah.
If you've ever checked a woman of beauty, she looks shocked and appalled that you did it. If you told her that she did something wrong, because people don't tell them that. And they get away with stuff like this.
Yeah.
So now she about to get all this smoke. So have fun, Joy. Let's see you flash the girls and get your way out of this one.
Yeah. I don't know if you remember.
I think I found that clip you were talking about, by the way. I don't know if that's it or not. Shannon Sharp and Joy.
Skip and Shannon Undisputed. Yeah, we co-host, but this is your show. So I owe you a little gratitude. But Joy better not ask me. I mean, Joy, my girl, but Joy better not ask me when I'm coming back. You know what I'm saying? I mean, me and Joy cool, but we go, Skip and Shannon.
That ain't it. Edit that nonsense out. Never mind. I was wrong.
No, that was still funny, though.
Yeah.
That's... Like, look, this is there's a bunch of clips out there too. I want to say there was a clip after this whole thing came to this. It was known about Joy Taylor. She still did her show, but everyone she was kind of like dressed up, and then also not dressed up, but she's covered up, and then also the men that were there, they were like a little bit further away from her, and they all should be like that. See, this is the problem, and this is a conversation that this is going to be a segment by itself. This